The Ohio Sheep Improvement Association and the Ohio Sheep and Wool Program are proud to announce this year's recipients of the Charles Boyles Master Shepherd Award, Carroll and Marilyn Fogle.
Well, not only have they been leaders in the Ohio sheep industry, but they've also been producers of very high quality sheep for many years. And I've known the Fogle family for several decades through raising sheep, through the leadership activities. Both Carroll and Marilyn have been involved in leadership activities at the county level, and Carroll has been involved in leadership activities at the state level, being on the Ohio Sheep Improvement Association board. They've been very active in Union County with promotional activities for both lamb, which they called the All-American Lamb Cook-Off, and the wool promotion with the guys and gals lead at the Union County Fair. In terms of their sheep production, they were very instrumental in a lot of market lamb production that they sold to 4-H and FFA members for several years. And then several years ago, they got involved in the Border Leicesters and have raised some very high quality Border Leicesters that they've shown and also sold to other producers around the country.
I'm Marilyn Fogle of Raymond, Ohio, and I raise Border Leicester sheep. Well, my husband and I both had horses when we got married, and the kids came along and thought we'd get a horse for them, but they were both allergic to it. And we knew Bud Westlake here in Marysville, and he had good Suffolk sheep, so we bought 4 Suffolk ewes, registered ewes, for the kids for 4-H, and that's how it started.
I think my dad said he bought them on a Tuesday or a Thursday, got them sheared on a Saturday, and some of them lambed by the following week. And he thought, well, there's nothing to this. And then they took that group of sheep to Producers Livestock, sold them, and went to Westlake's and bought 4 registered Suffolk ewes. So all went downhill from there.
Dad would always say it costs just as much to feed a good sheep as it does a bad one, so we might as well have some good ones. So that's what we tried to do, and he was always supportive. When we'd come out of the ring, they were always there, and he would, kind of analyze the show, or how do you think you did, or what could we do different next time, and but then we would always celebrate, at the state fair with fried chicken and ice cream or something after the show.
They showed a lot, and we had some really nice Suffolk sheep. Then Greg was kind of interested in club lambs, so we switched to club lambs and had them for a number of years, and he showed a lot. He had a variety of sheep. When he went to the state fair, he had Southdown, and he had a Columbia and Oxford, just for AOB classes. And Whitney at one time was chosen Ohio Lamb and Wool Queen. So then we went back to the club lambs. We sold them, and I told my husband, I said, I haven't done anything for the last 30 years but take care of sheep and do chores and feed the kids, and the kids are gone now, the sheep are gone. And I was kind of interested in the Border Leicesters. I'd seen them at Louisville, so we got 5 and started with that.
We showed as kids going to the Ohio State Fair or Louisville, wanting to chase banners. Boy, it'd be nice to get a banner, but we never got a banner until Mom started showing Borders. My greatest success, or what I'm most proud of, is in 2010, I believe it was, we had Champion Ram and Champion Ewe down there. And then in 14, we won Champion Ewe with the ewe lamb, and the next year she went back, and 15 was also champion. So that was pretty great to have her do it 2 years in a row. I remember the first year we had Border Leicester sheep, we went to Maryland, and I think it's, when you show a sheep, it's a show, so they ought to look nice and they ought to be clean. Well, one of the ladies there said, you don't clean them up that way. But now they all do that, so I guess I liked them clean. I hosed them off. I didn't wash them. I just hosed them off, and they got white, and theirs were not, they just left them go, and they don't like to trim them up, but to me it's a show, so they ought to look nice. One thing that we did was enjoy those successes as a family, and we still do. Mom is almost 83 years old, and we're getting ready to go to Louisville, and hoping to do well, but also have a good time and make some memories. And I think that was a lot of Dad's focus too. He enjoyed life and liked to make memories with people.
Known Carroll and Marilyn our entire sheep history life. When we moved over here, my daughter decided she wanted market lambs. We didn't know much about them, and the Fogle family jumped in and helped us. They helped us with market lambs. They helped us with the sheep lead that my daughter participated in. They helped us get used bred. They helped us go to shows. They were just very, very helpful. They were always successful in the show ring with their Suffolks and later with their border listers. They've helped numerous families to get started in the sheep business. Just very, very nice, helpful people. We know that Carroll has passed on. However, his legacy will last forever and how they helped and established other breeders. But Marilyn continues to breed successful border listers, and she continues to help people and give them a piece of pie, okay? And we wish her a lot of healthy, successful future.
And I can still see in my mind a picture of her, on a horse, and just her involvement in the Delaware County Fair, has extended a long period of time.
I lived in Delaware where the Little Brown Jug was, and I always kind of wanted to be the outrider up there. And when I think I was a senior in high school or right after high school, they did ask me to come there. And I did that for about 18 years. Saw lots of historic races and historic drivers.
Carroll then, just his interest in just, making people feel at ease, always had a joke or some kind of thing that he was, interested in. And, in the end, he becomes very involved in, nuts and trees that produce different nuts. Just a tremendously good individuals. Anybody that's familiar with the big show arena in the Brown Sheep Barn at the Ohio State Fair, we have the announcer stand there, and then over time there were steps with that originally that kind of deteriorated, and somebody made a comment they were going to fall and hurt themselves if we didn't get new steps made, and lo and behold, the following year Carroll comes in with nice hardwood steps that fit perfectly to make it safer for people to walk into the announcer stand. So we surely thank him for that. As you look at the past of the Charlie Boyles Award, and again, this goes back many years ago, and in fact, Ralph Grimshaw, the former sheep extension specialist for OSU, helped, and I had a small part working when we started that program. And at that time, Charlie Boyles was still active in the sheep industry, and we decided to honor him and basically recognize the outstanding people in the sheep industry in Ohio and the contributions they have made to the industry. And so there's a long list now. I don't know how many years this has gone on, but quite a while. And the Fogles obviously, fit in that mold just perfect of, just making people feel better, but above that, also promote the lamb, the wool, and the sheep industry.
I'm sure they're very honored. My mom's very honored with somebody like Charlie Boyles, who was very well respected as a leader in the sheep industry. Somebody that was stepped up and created a lot of interest for a lot of extension activities. And those were things that they would be tickled about, like, things that they've helped with the ladies lead and helping young people that were involved in 4-H or FFA, different activities like the cook-offs at Union County, helping with the buyer's dinner at Delaware County, just trying to promote the lamb or the sheep industry.
He'd be really honored to be here and would be appreciative to be with the list of past recipients, Warren Squires, Tom Brown, Mike Stitzline, Bruce Aker, and all the other folks that are listed are people that they, were friends with and made memories with. So we're very honored to have them included on that list.
I love the country. And I love country people. I step out the back door every morning and take a deep breath. And yesterday, especially when it was so sunny and warm, and it's just so nice to be out here, away from the traffic. And I think you have to love what you do. If you don't, if you like your job, it's not work.
The Ohio Sheep Improvement Association and the Ohio Sheep and Wool Program congratulate Carroll and Marilyn Fogle for being awarded the Charles Boyles Master Shepherd Award.